Hey everybody, Brian from Beeline Tech Group here. I want to walk you through today, show you how to create a recurring email. We'll be using ActiveCampaign for this. So one of my clients that I was working with, he asked me how he could set up an email to go out every Saturday night. This is a personal trainer who likes to check in with his clients every Saturday with the same set of questions and ask them how their week went, what challenges they had, what they want to do better next week, that kind of thing. So it would work in any type of situation where you've got the same email going out on the same schedule, whether it's every Saturday or every Friday, the same day of the week, same day of the month as well. I can show you how to do that. So let's just dive right into it here. So I'm in ActiveCampaign here, and I've got my automations up here, and I'm going to create a new automation in the upper right by clicking on Create an Automation, and then I'm going to start from scratch with this one and hit Continue there. So it's going to ask me to pick a start trigger, and you could really use any of these if you wanted to. In this case, I'm just going to select subscribes to a list. So the idea would be I've got an opt-in list somewhere set up where somebody can say, hey, subscribe to get a weekly reminder of X, that kind of thing. Or if you had lists created from your other marketing that you're doing, the other interactions you have with your client, you can pick those as well. In this case, I will select one of my existing lists in this demo account I have here, and I'm going to hit Add Start. So when I do that, it's going to ask me to add a new action. So the first thing I want to do is in Conditions and Workflow. I'm going to select that, and I'm going to wait, which is the first choice there. And this pops up, add a wait condition. We're going to wait until specific conditions are met, which is the second choice. Okay. First thing we want to pick here on the left side, date and time. So where it says specific condition, date and time, we're going to pick current day of the week for the contact's time zone. You can see lots of different choices here. You could also set this up if you just wanted to send out the same checklist or check-in or whatever it is you have. You could do it once a month by picking month instead. You could also pick year as an option. So we're going to pick day of the week is, and we're going to set this to Saturday. Okay, and that's it. From there we save, and that will get our first condition here. No time limit. We don't need to change any of that, so go ahead and hit save. And that's the start of our automation. Okay, so we've got that wait set up. Next thing we're going to do is click the plus here to add a new action. From the actions menu, we're going to go to sending options. We're going to pick send an email. Now you could also send SMS. If you wanted to set up a recurring SMS message, you can do the exact same thing. Just pick SMS instead of email. For now, we're going to pick email. It's going to tell me I don't have an email set up, so I'm going to create a new email. And it's going to have me run into that real quick. So this is the point where for you, if you don't have an email already set up that you want to send, go ahead and create the email in the system here. Give it the parameters that you want as far as who it's coming from, what the subject is, and then actually adjust the text, images, whatever you need to. So we'll just change this right here. Nothing too fancy because it's just a demo. And then you get your final review of what the email looks like. Make any changes you need there. Go ahead and hit finish in the upper right. And then when it brings you back to the automation, go ahead and hit the save button there, and that will add your email to the automation. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add another wait. So I'm going to hit that plus again. I'm going to go back to conditions and workflow. I'm going to pick wait. And I'm going to say, just like we did before, wait until specific conditions are met. Condition I'm going to select is date and time, current day of the week, and then I'm going to have that go for Sunday the way it is. And I will save that. No time limit. And now I've added a second wait there. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click the plus again, and under conditions and workflow, I have a go-to action. So I'm going to select that go-to action. And you'll see right here when I select that, it tells me click and drag to connect to another action. So what I'm going to do is where that green dot is, I'm going to click that and I'm going to drag it, and you'll see I can move it up to wait until the current day of the week is Saturday. And that's it. At this point, my automation is done. I can give it a name. We'll call it recurring email, and I can save that name. So walking through the automation here, when someone subscribes to my list, I'm going to wait until it's Saturday. Then I'm going to send an email. Then I'm going to wait until Sunday. And then I'm going to start the automation over again. I'm going to go back to waiting until it's Saturday. Now, I don't know if this last wait is actually needed, but I was reluctant to test it because I didn't want to send out a million emails. My concern would be it hits Saturday, the email goes out, and if I restart it and go to again, it's still Saturday. So I didn't want to create a situation where the emails are just firing like crazy on a Saturday. I don't know if that's needed, but to me, it seemed like it would be a good idea to put this extra wait in anyway, just in case something changed in the future. That way, it's only ever going to send one email on Saturday because it doesn't do anything else until Sunday. So I think it's a good safeguard to have. Even if you don't need it today, it'll prevent you from having issues in the future should ActiveCampaign make any changes to how the automations run. And at this point, we are done. Anybody that gets added to our list here will get their regular email every Saturday until we go in and stop it. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video. I'm Brian from Beeline Tech Group, bringing you new videos each week with tips and tricks on how to use technology to optimize and automate your business. Subscribe below and don't miss out. If you have questions or comments, you can reach me directly at brian@beelinetechgroup.com. That's Brian with an I, at beelinetechgroup.com, or visit us online at www.beelinetechgroup.com.